Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Cassie, and this video is, I guess, kind of going into my back to school series, but also just as an individual video. But it is, as the title suggests, a packing, what to pack for college kind of thing. It's mostly for freshmen going into college, but I guess anybody can kind of benefit for this. So as a disclaimer, this is something that I've either took with me to college based on my experience or something that I wish I took with me to college. So don't feel offended or don't say like, "Oh, but I don't really need that. That's not for me." Or if you actually live in an apartment or stuff, this is more people who live in dorms. So I hope you guys benefit from this, but this is a couple of packing things I think that should be on your packing list if you mostly live in a dorm. Now, this video is going to be kind of scattered and less organized, but I'll explain my reasons. So, I guess the first thing is a trunk. So that way you can have more storage, and that way also, especially if you're living with a roommate and it's a complete stranger who you don't trust at all, that you can keep your stuff locked up at all times with a key or a combination lock, and your stuff can stay safe and no one will have to worry about that. The second thing is kind of on if you should take it, if you shouldn't take it, either or, is a fan. I actually didn't have a fan with me probably like the first semester of my freshman year, but personally with my school, if you're new, also I'm a sophomore at I'm an incoming sophomore at William Peace University. But personally at my school we have AC, but in our rooms, but they turn them off like when it starts to get cold and they switch them to heater. And so that can sometimes be a problem because my school's really old. It was like founded in 1857. And so sometimes the heater will get like stuck and you can't turn it off, or it's just some kind of issue with that. So then you're boiling hot and you have no way out. So a fan is probably a good idea. Or if you are going to a school that doesn't have AC at all, and you're living in a hot climate, a fan would be a good idea to have. The next thing is also kind of controversial if you should bring or if you shouldn't bring. It is a vacuum, whether it's a hand vacuum or just a regular vacuum. Um, Me personally, my all of my dorms at my school except for one building is all carpet. So and we all have to like clean it ourselves. Like our like people like the janitorial staff comes in like to clean our rooms like when we're on break. But when we're not on break, we're responsible for cleaning our rooms. So vacuums are kind of needed for that. A lot of people actually didn't bring vacuums, which really surprised me. I brought one of my own, and everybody was asking me for one. So bring a vacuum, and if people ask you for it, just pretend like you don't have one, because it gets kind of tiresome sometimes. The next thing is medicine, and when I say medicine, I mean either prescription. If you're prescribed medicine, make sure don't forget to bring it, or also cold medicine such as like flu tablets, or any type of cold syrup or anything like that, because college kids get sick. They get sick like nobody's business. I don't mean how many times I've gotten sick in college, and it's so annoying because it's just terrible. Like, just make sure you have cold medicine, because without it you're just gonna be in bed like all week just sick as a dog, and you're gonna have to go to the nurse and they're just gonna tell you to buy some cold medicine yourself, and you won't have that money. So make sure you bring some with you. The next thing is a first aid kit. And I'm not talking about like a jumbo first aid kit to where the one that, if you guys have ever seen iCarly and you see Freddie's mom had that huge first aid kit. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a small, reasonably priced first aid kit. My mom gave me like this little tiny one that's full of band-aids and antiseptic wipes and stuff that you might need in case of an emergency or you get hurt or something like that. Some people also find sewing kits in them, which it could be an emergency just for you, if like you can sew your clothes or something. So by all means, but a safe first aid kit's probably good to have. Some people might not find it beneficial, some people might not, but hey, if you need a band-aid, you got that first aid kit. So I'd probably bring one. The next thing is kind of another controversial thing. Like if you can bring it, if you can't. I personally brought it like my second semester because I thought I wouldn't need it my first semester. It is a printer. Because if you're new and you don't know this on my channel, I am a writing and psychology major. And because I'm a writing and psychology major in college, you do a lot of papers. And when you're a writing major, you're going to get a lot of stuff that has to do with papers and essays, and you have to write a lot of essays. And it's not like that typical like 5-page essay that you do in high school. It's going to be up to 10 pages or more in college, and you need to print that out. So, and at my school, the printer it's not free. It's free in the lab, but it's not free in the library. There's like a certain amount of money that they give you on your ID card that you swipe it with, and then once that's done, you're just done for the semester until they roll over to the next semester. So it's better to just have my own printer, and I'm sure for most of you, if printing is not free for you, you probably want to just make sure you have your own printer. The next thing is that a lot of people didn't know, including me. I didn't know this when I went to college, that you might need toilet paper. Bring toilet paper. If you are staying in a suite and you are sharing a bathroom with 4 people, or just sharing a bathroom with 8 people, or whatever, you're just sharing a bathroom and you're living in a suite style kind of dorm room, and you know your college does not supply toilet paper, just bring it, and bring lots of it, because it runs out. It runs out so quickly. You'll have like 8-pack of toilet paper, and you'll put it in the bathroom. It's just gone. And you share the bathroom with like 4 people in like a week. It's terrible. And also a tip for this: if you do put your toilet paper in the bathroom and your suite mates aren't really sharing and doing the responsibility of putting the toilet paper in the bathroom, not that they have to, but if that's the thing that you guys decide to agree with at the beginning of the year, or if all the toilet paper is just running out, just take your roll in that you personally bought, bring it in the bathroom, and take it out. That way, you're saving money and saving the trouble of having to run out of toilet paper within a week. The next thing is kind of controversial as well. It's a drying rack. Personally, for me, I never bought this, but it's something that I kind of think I would need. A drying rack, if you guys don't know, is something that if you have clothes that can't go in the dryer, you can hang on this rack. It takes up a lot of room, but it's something that can help you for drying your clothes. As something in your room you won't have a lot of space to. But what I did is, when I didn't have the drying rack, I just hung my clothes on that couldn't go in the dryer on hangers, and I just hung them in my closet and just kept the door open at night, so that way they could dry faster. But hey, to teach their own, right? The next thing is umbrellas. Umbrellas are just needed everywhere. I think that's just self-explanatory. Next thing are extra blankets. Just in case if you get cold at night, if you need just an extra picnic blanket or something, because hey, that might happen. Personally, at my school, we have in front of our main building, which is actually what it's called main building. It's like a bunch of grassy area that they have movies on the lawn and everything, and so you have to bring your own blanket or your own chair. And so I never brought my own blanket because I never knew about that because I was a freshman. So I'm definitely going to bring in my own extra blanket that I don't mind getting dirty and all that next year. But also, if you were cold or something, that'd be something to do. Alright, the next thing is power strips. Power strips are very important because many colleges actually don't allow you, and there's a difference between power strips and extension cords. Power strips and extension cords are completely different, and many colleges don't allow extension cords, mine included. William Peace University, if anybody's going to William Peace University, they do not allow extension cords, so don't bring extension cords. Power strips are completely different. They are they're what they are, strips that have different outlets in them, like up to 6 or 8 or however many that you have, that you can just plug into an outlet, because when you go to college dorms don't have that many outlets for you. Sorry to say, but they don't. You're gonna need power strips. It's just what's gonna have to happen. But if you make sure you have to check with your school. You can have extension cords if your school allows them to, but that's something you're going to have to check with your school when you move in. If your school does not allow extension cords, make sure you buy power strips instead. They're completely different. Don't get them mixed up. The next thing is also kind of a controversial thing. It is a mattress pad. I bought one. I kind of didn't really need one. The beds at my school are actually not that bad. Well, some of them are. Some of them are bad. Some of them aren't bad. The one I got personally was not bad. But some of mattress pads basically kind of make the bed more comfortable for you. They also make sure that you have no germs coming to you, as many people have laid on that bed, and many custodial staff may have not cleaned it well enough. So, if that's what you want, buy a mattress pad. If you don't want a mattress pad, you don't have to buy one. That's totally your call. Okay, I swear, I'm getting down to the wire. I got 3 more things left. Another thing is cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies are very important. I actually did not bring this when I came. Like air freshener too. Also, make sure you bring that. But cleaning supplies and sort of like toilet cleaner if you're sharing, like if you have your own bathroom. And like if you want to bring a plunger, you can, but my school personally like provided a plunger. I'm assuming most schools do. If they don't, then maybe you gotta buy one, but I'm assuming they apply their own like plunger and scrub brush. But also like cleaning supplies, like cleaning the toilet, wipes to wipe down your desks and stuff, and also wipe down the kitchen sink. And that also goes into my next tip, my next thing to pack, which is a Swiffer mop, which also might be a little bit controversial. I personally think it was helpful because my bathroom floor was tile, and so the Swiffer mop actually got up all the hair, all girls' hair, and all the grossness of the floor, and got the floor perfectly clean. So I thought it would be a perfectly good thing to have if you are sharing a bathroom and you know what kind of floor texture, I guess it is, if it's tile or whatever. I personally recommend a Swiffer mop. It's good. It's like a wet jet. It's perfectly good and it's awesome. Like, I would totally do it. And the last thing I would say to pack for college is pods instead of laundry detergent. If laundry detergent is your thing, you can bring it. However, it takes up a lot more space than pods, and also pods are just a lot more convenient. A lot of machines have like this weird little applicator thing to where you have to pour the detergent in, or I guess you could just pour on your clothes, but it's also it's just really weird. So if you want to do that, then you can, but if not, then bring the pods. I personally like the pods better. It's just more convenient. You just throw it in on your clothes and it's done. Make sure not to overload the machine because that can cause problems and no one wants that. If you're doing the laundry at school. Now, if you're not doing the laundry at school, you're doing it at home because you're living close by or you're living at home, then congrats to you because laundry is no joke at college. You cannot lose a single thing, I swear. So that is all I have for you guys, pretty much on packing things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, please thumbs up, and subscribe. That will make me kind of happy. And comment down below if you want to see any more video like ideas or anything else you just want to see from me. That will make me happy as well. Or if you just want to see a what not to bring to college video. I was thinking about making that anyway, but if there's a high demand for it, of course I'm going to make it. So, hope you do all those things. And, also add me on Instagram and Twitter. They'll be linked down in the description box below. Hope to see you guys later, and I'm out. Bye!